Here we go. Here we go. Oh, what's going on, YouTubers? Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Natural Born Thriller, and welcome everyone to All Elite Wrestling Review, the show from November 7th, 2020. This will be your AEW Full Gear 2020 preview, related to AEW's pay-per-view that took place last night. Obviously, they were in Jacksonville, Florida, in Daily's Place. The attendance of 1,000 crowds in attendance. The tagline was, "Don't chase dreams, hunt goals." I might as well just change that to, for something pertains to the preview itself. That that's it, but it's what at this point it's what your commentators were Bill, JR, Jim Ross, Tony Schiavone, Excalibur for Tony Schiavone and Excalibur. They did the pay-per-view and the pre-show buy-in commentary. And also, one appearance on commentary was Don Callis released to the AEW World Eliminator tournament finals between the two. We'll get to it. But yeah, Don Callis was on the show. Don Callis was on being the executive vice president of Impact Wrestling and still is. So yeah, he's been invited to commentate with Jim Ross, and Excalibur for teams to the tournament finals between Ken Omega and the Hangman and Page, which we'll get to that when we get to it. Also, you had Dasha Gonzalez, who was there, for a chance of her being an interviewer. I don't remember if Alex Marvez was there as an interviewer. He might have been. I don't recall, but I don't know. You have your referees, as usual, R.B. Edwards, Bryce Remsburg, someone named Frank Yasinero. I think I say his name, but I think he's been well known in other indie promotions as being a referee, and I seen plenty times I believe on Dark as well. So pretty sure I'm pretty sure it was him. But he has a refereeing the match of Matt Hardy and Sammy Guevara in the Elite Deletion match. Yeah, Mike Chioda, who ends up being the referee for the AEW TNT Championship. Mike Posey was there, Paul Turner, and Rick Knox. All referees were there, to do their refereeings for the show itself. And we'll start with the buy-in, basically, folks. But before we do, just wanted to get this out of the way first. If this is the first time you're experiencing yours truly, Natural Born Thriller, right here on YouTube, please, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button and also hit that notification bell for more content in the future when yours truly right here on YouTube. If you like what I'm about to do here, give it a like. If you don't like what to do here, give it a dislike. So, either way, thank you all for joining me, spending your time day and night with yours truly, Born Driller, right here, viewing me and watching me right here on YouTube. As I try to give you the absolute best content I can give you, just the type of content I'll give you. I'll try to do my absolute best to give you the best content I can give you, as can be, as I can try to give you. So now with that out of the way, also the ring announcer Justin Roberts was there too. So can't forget about Justin Roberts. All right, let's start with the buy-in. Where it pertains to the debut of AEW in AEW. Allison Kate, now she's not officially signed to AEW, but she was there to debut our first match in AEW against the NWA Women's World Champion Serena Deeb. The match itself for the NWA Women's World Championship lasted 10 minutes and 25 seconds. Serena Deeb defeating Allison Kate in a very good match, a very back and forth match between the two. Allison Kate looked good in the match. Allison Kate, who recently was released of a contract, after her contract expired from NWA. Now she's a free agent and allowed to go anywhere she wants. She was originally known as Sienna from Impact Wrestling, TNA at the time, where now she's she's free to go wherever she wants to go. And if AEW wants to pick up someone like an Allison Kate, need to do so right now, because Allison Kate, she's very good. She's very talented. She's got You know, still got a lot left in the tank, and she's still young, obviously, and she can still go, and she still looks great. She wrestled in WWE at one point. Um, during the whole Mae Young Classic tournament from, I believe it was 2018 at the time. Yes, it was probably 2018. It's 2018. It was that year. But yeah, so Allison Kay had a fighting effort in the match, but in the end, it was Australian again to win with a submission. Trying to remember what was the submission move called again. That Serena Deeb's the Century Lock, and basically it's the Tequila Sunrise submission move, known by the legendary Conan. You know, and also it's been done before with the Usos. One of the Usos that did it in the past too. The Tequila Sunrise, which is a very unique submission move that is just the way it looks. It just looks so good. So yeah, so three people. I predicted she retains. Because again, Alison Kay, who recently left in NWA of a contract and everything. It makes sense for her to whether the NWA Women's World Championship title if she's from the company. So I don't know what was the idea of that one. I don't know if that was AEW's idea. And Alison Kay couldn't go against, however, but it's whatever. After the show, Trinity celebrating. Also, the former NWA World Women's World Champion, I should say, Thunder Rosa was there. She confronts Trinity Deep, where it's they basically know face to face and all that, and Thunder Rosa wants a rematch, and I'm pretty sure we're going to get a rematch sometime pretty soon on AEW Dynamite. Well, while they do this spot where it's not going to be AEW, makes no sense because because it was done in the AEW platform here. So I think that I think it makes a lot of sense. Where it pertains to Trinity Deep versus Rosa, where both got wins on each other in the past, and now moving forward, maybe in 2020, before the 2020, we'll get a match between us one more time, or maybe they'll save it for later 21 later on. Who knows? It depends what how the schedules work between Thunder Rosa. Obviously with Deep, she's still with AEW, so she's signed with AEW. Hopefully Thunder Rosa signs with AEW too, because if she's going to plan on expire, let her contract expire from NWA 2, with her becoming a free agent too, the right choice is to sign with AEW. Just saying. But yeah, that was the buy-in. Now let's get to the actual card itself. The video package itself, pertains to AEW Full Gear 2020, was pretty good. Pertains to matches they've been building up. Now, not all matches were built up strongly. In fact, some matches were built up poorly. Some matches that they didn't build up because it was last minute. They decided to do it. But and we'll get to more of that when we get to it. But the opening match of the show, by the way, the stage itself looked great. They were the same place, obviously, but the stage pertains to the Full Gear, atmosphere, the theme of it looked great. I love how the look and all that. They really went all out and they really went full gear into that stage. No pun intended. But yeah, I thought I enjoyed it for how it looked. It was pretty good. Looked great. One more, folks. Thirsty. And it's good. It's such good shit. Anyways, opening match. I was shocked this was the opening match. If you haven't seen my live reaction, but yeah, if you haven't seen my live reaction yet, me doing my live reactions for the rest of the panels of the Asylum, check it out. I thought it was fun, entertaining. We all had a good time. For those that were there, I think them all. Thank you very much for being part of with me watching the show. Now I couldn't tell if Jalen, the what you call him, the real J, whatever that was his new name now. I don't know if he was watching the show with us too. Because I really didn't care if he watched the show with us or not. But hey, he still ended up being part of this to have a good time with all of us. And again, I appreciate everyone for for joining me when it takes to the stream. of doing the live reactions to AEW Full Gear 20. Especially referring to Mr. King 21 just came in last minute because he's came from work. Um so of what he's saying, he thought it was a good show, and I'm about to let you know how I felt like the show was a good show too. You know. So anyways, so the opening show was the AEW World Championship Eliminator Tournament final match between Kenny Omega versus the Hangman Page, where the winner will receive an AEW World Championship title match in the future. I'm assuming maybe with Kenny Omega winning. Obviously, spoiler, Kenny Omega. Oh, it's not really a spoiler alert because looking in this whole bracket of the tournament, we all knew, we all how I figured that it was gonna be Omega winning this entire tournament, anyways. But the way they did it was very predictable who's gonna be in the finals and who's gonna win. So, but that's neither here or there. That that's because it was predictable. This mean predictability means it's a bad thing. Unless it's booked right, it's fine. But anyways, match lasted 16 minutes and 25 seconds. Kenny Omega's entrance, it's the same entrance that he's been doing. Against to him, on his own again. With the this time with these two women, this time they're not in the beanies. There was some kind of different outfit, like some kind of workout outfit from with the broomstick, right? Kenny Omega has the same entrance, except it was a different type of color screen or whatever it was that was what was to cover the tunnel, and then it reveals that he's wearing a long sleeveless trench coat, which was pretty cool. So yes, I was expecting something like that for Kim to wear instead of just not wearing anything at all or a t-shirt. Based on with the reference to Pentazoa Miedo in the breaking situation from that down show, rotating semifinals. But it looked good though. It still looked good. Kamika came out there and all that. And as usual, which is Justin Roberts basically announcing all of Kamika's accomplishments of his pro wrestling career. But yeah, that's good. That's Kamika, stroking his ego that he is the best in the world, and he's gonna show why he's the best in the world. Hangman and the Page comes out. Same interest on that. With him, nothing new, nothing special. Other than he's gonna be doing some cowboy shit. The match itself, they built this match between these two because two former tag team partners, two former members of the elite, two or routines to either being more best friends or it's complicated in a way, but former tag team champions, where eventually those go each other in the tournament, because they were on different sides of the brackets. Maybe all it was gonna happen either way. But nevertheless, it was based on how it was up between these two, where they've been this could be one of the best matches on the card here. It was, but I thought something else was better. But I'll get to it. But I got a nitpick with them too, and basically rant about that too. It's not gonna be a rant like before, when we're in that situation. But spoiler, it's gonna be about the AEW World Tag Team Title match. Just saying. So stay tuned for that one. Anyways, for this match between Kenny Omega and the Hangman and Page, they went back and forth in the match. They were doing all type of moves to each other and all that. At one point, the Hangman and Page tried to go for the one-winged angel onto the Hangman and Page. And Adam Page ends up pulling out the dead eye. I can't remember the last time he ever did the dead eye. Because that was his finishing move. Before it was called the Rite of Passage. But ever since coming to AEW and really trying off his own groove, to see way find his own identity. He decided to change it and call it the Dead Eye instead. And can't make a kicks out of it because that was his finishing move. He's been using that finish since his days of Ring of Honor. And the buckshot lariat is also his finishing move too. But he has a using buckshot lariat as a permanent finishing move than his dead because rarely you'll see him pull out Dead Eye finishing move. From Hangman and Page. Kenny Omega, he was going for some V triggers and all that. and only hits the only Angel, gets the drink in the win, and as we predicted, winner of the entire tournament, Kenny Omega, which means he'll be getting an opportunity against the AEW World Champion in the future. Either it's gonna be John Moxley or Eddie Kingston, which we'll get to when we get to the main event. So yeah, match itself was pretty good. I enjoyed the match. The opening match for this preview. I was not expecting this match to open up the show, but they did anyways, and I thought delivered. Great job. At one point, Kenny Omega and the Hangman Page, oh yeah, something too. So at one point he helped out Page, Rubber. And yeah, so there was no, and yeah, surprisingly, folks, there was no heel turn on Kenny Omega. No heel turn at all. After months in a way, they didn't season that Kenny Omega turned heel because the way he's been acting, the way he's been behaving, and no heel turn. Like, okay, all right. Uh, you know, I don't know if they plan on having him turn heel, but it was kind of weird how they did too. What we seen the Golden Show that they did, where the Young Bucks getting beat up by FTR, and then Hangman and Page and Kenny Omega came in, basically reuniting the elite. It's not actually fully back together unless the Hangman Page agrees to join something with them, which I'll get that part. We'll get to it, to later on. But just want to put that thought in your minds, folks. So keep that in mind. So yeah, this was good. I thought it was good. I believe at the match, Don Callis may have interviewed Kenny Omega with by the way, it was not an interview or a two-way. It wasn't Gonzalez. It was someone else. I think it was Alex Brahansis. Or Abraham's. I'm gonna pronounce it again. Alex Abraham Ted. Alex Abraham Ted. I'm that's his last name, but yeah. But yeah, he's their Spanish ring announcer and commentator too, by the way. Which also, by the way, I mentioned too. Dashing Gonzalez and Alex Abraham Ted was also a commentator as well. Although there's someone named Willie Rubina, Ubria. I think I don't know. But anyways, but I think they came in with me interview or some discussion that happened. Now I don't know if it was. I don't remember if it was on the preview or not, but I'm pretty sure it was like an exclusive on YouTube, whatever. I don't know. I could be wrong, but don't quote me on that. But no, the next match, I should say, not I already talked about the opening match. The next match is Orange Cassidy versus John Silver. Match lasted for 40 seconds. Now I thought this match opened up first. The fact that the tournament opened up first was something, but this match is opening up the show, and I'm like, okay, here we go. Now we get to this match. Orange Cassidy and John Silver. At first, Orange Cassidy was going to put the whole hand in his pocket thing, and he did. John Silver was basically telling him, no. They were basically a comedy entertainment skit there. And then also when John Silver ends up ripping up the pockets out of Orange Cassidy's pants, which I thought was funny. I got do something, folks. But don't worry. I'll do that later. It's not that important. But anyways, but yeah, they had a match, and it was a good match. I actually enjoyed this match. I was not saying anything about this match other than on just the comments they did. But yeah, the matches I thought it was pretty good too. John Silver's show, he's pretty good, and John Silver went up against another popular wrestler in Orange Cassidy. John Silver is also good too. He's over too. John Silver did a one-arm press, I should say, to Orange Cassidy. And John Silver, he may be a small guy, but you see how jack he is. He's a strong dude. So don't let his size fool you. Size, he'll show you that size doesn't matter, and he showed it here on Orange Cassidy. Unfortunately, he came short. Orange Cassidy ends up hitting him with the beat break and gets the win. And that was it. John Silver effort there, and a nice rub there for John Silver too for wrestling on a pay per view. Now he's wrestled on a pay per view before, but he was back in the last. It was in All Out. It was part of the buy-in. Oh yeah, it was a buy-in. That didn't count. He appeared on the pay per view. John Silver did. At All Out, and yeah, he's been on pay per views towards to AEW. Like I believe back in what was it? Double thing. With the thing with the Moxie versus Brody Lee match thing. But anyways, so after the match, Orange Cassidy celebrating with best friends. Best friends goes to give a hug, and Excalibur's famous line: "You got to give the people what they want." But there you go. Next we get to Darby Allin versus the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. And coming by R. Anderson for the AEW TNT Championship. That's 17 minutes. Rhodes. Folks, give me one moment. Just give me one moment. I'll get right back to you. Okay, let's see. I had it there. There we go. There we go. Now back to this. For the AEW TNT Championship, Cody Rhodes, he's got his last name back, folks. That's right, he's got his last name back. After Cody Rhodes having discussions with WWE about getting back on the last name, in exchange for Samba Reed and something about I can't remember the other one that he gave a trademark up to as well. Pertains to Dusty Rhodes owning the names of these Dusty pay-per-views in the past. Samba Reed's one, the other one I can't remember the other one is. But just gonna say fuck you, WWE. Anyways, that's all I want to say from there. Pertains to WWE. Now, you have the Nightmare Family character, Randy Rose, Dustin Rhodes, QT Marshall, the news member part of the Nightmare Family, Lee Johnson, Billy Gunn, Austin Gunn. Can't remember if it was that was there too. Yeah, see, of all things I named aren't answering the two by the way, but he's there as manager for Cody Rhodes. But yeah, the Nightmare Family is out there, and and Cody Rhodes was doing separate interests by the way, as he always does. So yeah, it was nice to hear Justin Roberts announcing his last name by saying the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. I can't remember if he's like that, but yeah, get what I mean. So yes, it's nice for Cody Rhodes trying to get the last name back. The WWE's pay bullshit, and I'll stop right there too. Now, the match between these two, Clay and Allen, is a very good match. As I thought they would. They back and forth, but actually, in the beginning, Clay Rhodes was getting the upper hand and better of Darby Allin. Allen was getting looking frustrated at one point. He called Clay Rhodes off guard at one point. Yeah, but a lot of back action from these two. Leading up to it as well. At one point, yeah, Clay Rhodes getting Darby Allin on the top rope, and then he went for a crossroads avalanche onto Darby Allin, and Darby Allin's rolling, and then as soon as Michael was going for the 3 count, all of a sudden Allin's almost under the rope, so hit the count. So yeah, and then at one point you have Darby Allin going for the coffin drop on Cody Rhodes, only for Cody Rhodes to kick out of it. And then I can't remember if there's like a trade of pinfall attempts between two, but that's basically what it was. Where yeah, basically a roll up after a roll up, and then also Darby Allin goes to Cody Rhodes for another roll up and gets the 3 count in the win, shock win. So yeah, Darby Allin has overcome his demons. He is winner, and not only is the new face of TNT, because with him being the new AEW TNT champion, that's right. Darby Allin is the new TNT champion. After the match, Cody Rhodes, just couldn't believe that he lost. Mike Hill went sent the belt to Darby Allin, but Darby Allin was not fully up yet. Cody Rhodes took the belt away from Mike Hill. Darby Allin also he recovers. Cody Rhodes he basically went down one knee and presents the belt to Darby Allin. And Darby Allin looked emotional, and Cody Rhodes pulls over to Darby Allin, and wow, that was great. But wait, there was more. All of a sudden, Team Taz makes their presence. But first it was Taz walking up on stage to distract Cody Rhodes and Darby Allin for Brian Case and Darby Allin to make an attack. First, it was Ricky Starks up on our Anderson, basically a drive-by in a way, and then Darby Allin and Cody Rhodes get beaten up by Brian Cage and Darby Allin. I mean Brian Cage and Ricky Starks, meant to say, not Darby Allin. Also, the TNT belt was on the ground. Both Brian Cage and Ricky Starks picked it up, and they started doing tug of war a little bit. It's like, hey, don't worry about that. Don't fight, guys. Don't worry about that right now. We'll take care of Darby Allin. And they go take care of Darby Allin, into the section. Cody Rhodes goes to follow them, only for them to get beaten down again. And then Brian Cage goes Darby Allin into one of those Full Gear sets things that they had there. I was like, it was whatever. It was not that impactful. Also, they take him on to the. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this too, folks. How can I forget to mention this? Darby Allin arrived in the car, and I saw something too about this is the video package. And I said to myself, is Darby Allin freaking? And then I was saying, he's always crazy. This is the guy who jumped off a bridge. He went down on a half pipe in a body bag. So he does a thing where he's on Kurt Rhodes your mask, whatever, and he getting run by a car, like legit getting run by a car, full speed to Darby Allin. This guy is nuts. But yeah, basically Darby Allin arrived in a car. It was a nice, cool, a nice car too, by the way. Based on how it was and everything. Darby Allin had a skateboard too. I think he was running on top of the car, whatever, because it was driving in the arena. And also Darby Allin, his face paint looked great, and he also had half of his body painted too. Kind of reminds me of Finn Balor with his body paints. It was cool. It looked cool. But anyways, back to the whole thing where they take him to the car, and it's going to destroy the arm of Darby Allin. Because by the way, that's also on the match too. Where the match, Darby Allin's arm was hurt in the match from Cody Rhodes, which was good storytelling. So they was going to destroy Darby Allin's arm by closing the door, the car door. Also, Will Hobbs comes out of nowhere and pisses off Team Taz, and that was it. And he has 2 chip away. So yeah, basically, if Taz is waiting for an answer for Will Hobbs if he's going to join Team Taz, that should tell you otherwise that he ain't going to join Team Taz. I don't know what much is there for you to recognize that he ain't interested to join Team Taz. So there you go. But yeah, congratulations to Darby Allin. He finally became the AEW TNT champion. He's the TNT, and TNT made an acknowledgement on Twitter that they love Darby Allin, and they basically let everyone else know on Twitter that they are proudly to have Darby Allin as the face of TNT, or the AEW Dynamite. Well deserved. Well deserved. Um, yeah, folks. One minor note, because we're intentional Nightmare family. Um, Later on, Dustin Rhodes and QT Marshall, the Natural Nightmares, they cut a promo about the Butcher and Blade, or to the Bunny, too as well, where there's they're gonna I think they're gonna put an end of this feud once and for all between the two. Even though it has really um it really start off the things that I thought would start, because a lot of things that it did they even try to play it up with it in a way, because I don't know why they didn't do it. When it first happened, the whole thing with Ali being with QT Marshall, that still wasn't I mean, that was explained on Dark, of all places. I don't remember if I talked about it before, but basically she did it, because she got tired, she was bored, rotates the QT Marshall spending money for Ali, and she got bored and everything. Shows, and that was the story. So she's a gold digger and a homewrecker. Who thought that storyline, by the way? That was so stupid. But anyways, the point is, Mr. Rose, he cut a great promo, a fire up, passionate promo here, where they're gonna sell this in the bunkhouse match. So I mean, the Butcher and the Blade versus uh the Natural Nightmares in the a bunkhouse match. And they say, and just Rose said this. What's the cos? What's the bunkhouse match is? Well, you're gonna find out. Get it? You're gonna find out. 'Cause I'm wondering what's the bunkhouse match. 'Cause I don't remember if there's ever actually been one. If I recall. And, but I just don't. I don't. Anyways, but yeah, we're gonna see that on Dynamite. There's other things that was announced too on Dynamite. Pentagon, Penta El Zero Miedo, to say, versus Ray Phoenix. I can't remember what that was announced for Dynamite for this coming Wednesday. That's gonna happen too. Yeah, I can't remember, folks. I'm sorry if I can't remember or not. I can't remember. But it's whatever. I think there's something about Miro and Sabian versus best friends, I guess. But they're still doing that feud, by the way. They're still gonna do this feud. Against to Sabian Plebby Ford and Miro versus best friends in Orange Cassidy. And speaking of which, I should just do right now. Just know my note here. Like best friend and Orange Cassidy will be interviewed. Basically, Orange Cassidy was being interviewed for his match. That he got over on John Super. Also, Miro, Kip Sabian, and Plebby Ford shows up, and basically, you know, Kip Sabian wants an apology. So Orange Cassidy he apologized, and then he's not. I think he stops over. I'm like, um, and then also Orange Cassidy said, don't worry about it. It's really, and that was it. I don't know what that doesn't mean. I don't know. But hey, Age Orange Cassidy showing how much of a professional he is. So no what to say about that. So there you go. Hold on, folks. I'm sorry. I got to take care of something right now. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, folks. All right. So back to this. So let me see. next? Okay, next match. Oh yeah. So yeah, like I said, they're gonna be doing this whole build between Miro, KB, and Pilby 4 versus Best Friend and Orange Cassidy. I don't know if that's gonna lead to a 6 per tag match. With Pilby 4 being involved in this match too. It should. I'll love to see something like that because AEW should be doing something like that. To intergender matches too. Just new to do here on AEW moving forward because they're trying to do it before too, with his to Kenny Omega and Riho for Skip Sabian and Pilby 4 at one point. Before the whole pandemic hit, but never happened. Never came on. Which by the way, I miss Riho so much. She's come back. Hopefully, when things get cleared up and everything good to go. At the 20 years old, hopefully, we get to a better year and forget that 2020 ever existed. Anyways, but we'll see. We'll find. We'll see what a show. Anyways, then we get to Hikaru Shida defending her AEW Women's World Championship against the Native Beast, Nyla Rose, being accompanied by Vicky Guerrero, and together they are the Vicious Big Six. That's the 14 minutes and seconds. This match was built up poorly. Wasn't much built on this match. But based on the match was delivered, it was good. It was good, except for some things that I had nitpick about, but we'll get to when I get to it. But first of all, Nyla Rose, her colors, blue, dark blue in a way, and it chance to some of it was yellow. I see myself, what's she trying to do here? Why she told why was this her choice of colors here? And then I find out from people social media that she's basically Mega Man. It's basically the colors of Mega Man. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I was trying to figure out what she's trying to represent here with the colors here. So that's what it was. Karashida looked awesome too for her outfit too, which I loved it. Yeah, these two went at it, back and forth and everything. Rose also showing us of a beast she can be. Not at one point, Rose trying to use a steel chair to at first a table and then a steel chair. But was told by Aubrey Edwards, no, you ain't doing that. And the video was on was being argumented too. At one point, he took away Nyla Rose, but actually running off the running onto right to the chair, jump off the chair, does her knee, a high knee to Nyla Rose, sent her into the barricade, which it went down, and then Hikaru Shida is back away a little bit, as was checking on Nyla Rose. Also, Guerrero had the kill stick and wails her right to the foot of Hikaru Shida or her knee, whichever it was. And like, okay, that was a good spot there. And then Nyla Rose continuing her dominance. She ends the game, some momentum, but then and Hikaru Shida, by the way, Hikaru Shida was picking up Nyla Rose, and Nyla Rose, she's heavy. If you see how her shape or that, she's heavy. And Hikaru Shida picked her up like she was nothing. With the Falcon Arrow. I think at one point also did the Falcon Arrow off the top rope into the ring. Like, wow, that was awesome. But yeah, he could show some strength in this match against Nyla Rose. Nyla Rose at one point, she went for her power bomb, and I think she went for the beast bomb. I don't think she hit the beast bomb. I think she hit the power bomb. And then go for the cover, and then picked up Hikaru Shida and said, no, I'm gonna end you with something else. And she goes to the ropes and goes for the knee. I can't remember what Hikaru Shida calls it. And Excalibur mentioned it on commentary. I can't really recall. But yeah, but it's almost like the Umaye. And that's what Hikaru Shida always does too. So now Rose goes for that knee to the finish move of Hikaru Shida, but Hikaru Shida kicks out at 1, and Hikaru Shida is firing up on Nyla Rose, and then Hikaru Shida goes for her Falcon Arrow onto Nyla Rose once again, and then she goes for a cover, and then she's like, nope, she picks her up, and then like, no, I'm going to end you with something else, and she goes to run the ropes for the right knee, but then this was done poorly. Big Bro didn't get her, and Hikaru Shida, she had to sell it. Basically, what she sold what was that an air grabbed to her foot instead of Big Girl grabbing her. Big Bro failed to grab her, and then from there, the match went down a little bit for me. This was during the end on the tail end of the match too. But Big Girl's involvement really toward very down for me. Big Girl had a horrible bump too, by the way. Since not Rhodes and Big Girl, terrible. But he crushed it in the end for multiple knees to faces to Nyla Rose, knee to face. And she got the win. The winner still your AEW Women's World Champion, Hikaru Shida. After the match, Vicky Guerrero was screaming at Nyla Rose. Nyla Rose was kind of arguing back to her. Vicky Guerrero slaps her. Vicky Guerrero after she slapped her, Nyla Rose, she just took it. She Vicky Guerrero leaves the ring, and Nyla Rose follows her. And like, okay, that was weird. All right, no beer break, by the way. But yeah, there you go. That was it. I can't also add there. So nothing to say. All right, folks. Now it's time for the match that you want me to talk about. The AEW World Tag Team Championship between the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson versus FTR, Cash Wheeler and Dax Harwood. Tully Blanchard was barred, I should say, from ringside. And if the Young Bucks lose this match, they will never select the World Tag Team Championship titles ever again. And I'll get to that point back. But as far as this match was, that's 18. No, not 18. This match lasted 28 minutes and 35 seconds. And this was a back and forth tag team action between both teams of Young Bucks and FTR. A match that everyone's been dreaming of seeing ever since FTR when they were the revival. We're getting a lot of media talks about how they are the best tag team, and it started from NXT. And then and the rest is history from there. So having this match, and like I said, back and forth match between the two. Matt Jackson was on the knee in this match, or I mean not the knee, the ankle in this match. He was something very very good in here. A lot of good psychology in this match. Scott Dax Harwood to say that's not he's not Scott Dawson. This ain't WWE. Dax Harwood at one point his hand was bleeding. But he has to take care of it. When he got tagged out, and Cash Wheeler ends up taking it taking it from there, and then Dax Harwood went to the doctor to tape him up and everything. So at this point, his hand was injured too in the match, so he was selling on the hand. And we had Matt Jackson selling the knee on the ankle to say that he had been damaged by FTR before this match. Before the review, I should say. So Matt Jackson was very hurt to begin with, but there was a lot of selling in this match, Cash Wheeler was doing a lot of good moves, for a guy of his size, doing spears, the ropes to Nick Jackson, doing a diamond splash off the top rope, Matt Jackson, like I said, for people that kept saying, the Young Bucks don't know how to sell and all that. Well, after you look at this match, you can't tell me that the Young Bucks don't sell after that. Because they'll be like, all they are spot messes. They're about all flips and dives. They're all about being spot monkeys. Well, after this match, all you can shut up. But yeah, there are a lot of good moves in this match from both sides of these teams. FTR, I talk about this one. Cash Wheeler was trying to convince Dax Harwood to do this one move, and Dax Harwood looked like he didn't want to do it. He's like against this. But he's like, no, trust me, we got to do this. Cash Wheeler saying this, trust me, we got to do this. So they start doing this, in the opposite side of the corner, and while
you have Matt Jackson. I believe that was Matt Jackson in the middle. I could be wrong. It could be Matt Jackson, but I believe it was Matt Jackson. So then Matt Jackson in the middle of the ring. Nick Jackson again, whichever it was, the Young Bucks, and you got Cass Wheeler and Dax Harwood up to the sides of the corner. Do this. Basically, what we want to see is I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, and they're doing Cass Wheeler the running low super kick and Dax Harwood the running low knee, and basically what it was the team finishing move of DIY, which by the way, Excalibur mentioned that on commentary. Like, awesome. Going back to the days of NXT, which, that's where it actually started on the first place, where FTR, being talked about, of them being the best tag team. Because of the match against DIY. Now DIY, DIY were a great tag team too, but FTR was also a great tag team because of what they can do. And basically and I'm glad that was put into the match too. There, I was not expecting that, but after seeing that, I couldn't believe it. And I gotta look back up on my reaction of it to see how that was done. But I was stunned when I saw that. I'm pretty sure some of the panelists did not know what was that about. Now I guarantee you, if Jalen was watching this match along with us, Jalen would probably call that spot. Because me and Jalen back in the, obviously back in the days when I used to watch when I watched NXT, we know what that move was from. It was from DIY. By the way, DIY is Giant Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. For those who don't know. So yeah, I thought that was great, but it didn't end the match. I was pissed. I mean, I don't remember if I saw much. If I saw any frustrations that I was pissed that didn't win the match with them. But I was inside. I was pissed. But yeah, a lot back and forth happening. In this match, a lot of false finishes in this match too. Especially that the whole thing with the DIY finish moves from FTR. And I didn't see this coming. Matt Jackson, at first, he was done. Now I don't remember what it was. That Cass Wheeler did. I forgot what it was that he did. But Matt Jackson, as a recovery after that, and goes for a super kick, and ended the match. I didn't expect the match to end that way, but they surprised me there. But at the same time, I was still a little pissed off because, and I'll get to why when I get to it. Just hear me out with this one. As far as this match was, we're chasing the back and forth on this match, where this ends up being the dream match that we all been waiting for to see, with the Young Bucks versus FTR. I was satisfied with this match. This match was great. This was by far one of the greatest tag team matches I've ever seen in 2020, and happened in AEW. I believe if this one surpassed the match between the Young Bucks versus Kenny Omega and the Hammerman and Page from Revolution. After the match, Kenny Omega come to celebrate with the Young Bucks, and then you see the Hammerman and Page right at the tunnel, in that tunnel there. He didn't come out, but you could tell right there he wanted to celebrate with them too. But in his heart, inside of him, he was celebrating with in his mind he was celebrating with them. But in reality, he didn't celebrate with them because he still because he felt like he didn't get the job done. Because Kenny Omega has won a tournament. He's gonna be going to the Underworld title. The Young Bucks, they're gonna be going to the. I mean, they're the new tag team champions. And the Man Page, what does he got? He got nothing. He got nothing going for him. That's why he don't celebrate with them. He's still from the press that his friends, his elite friends, are being successful in AEW. Meanwhile, he's in the background, all alone with nothing. He's got nothing. All he's got from is his ice cold beverage. But yeah, Now there will be a rematch between FTR and the Young Bucks later on down the line. I don't know if it's gonna lead to Revolution. It should, but we'll see. Now let's get to my little rant. I don't mind the match being great. I don't mind the match being built up. What it takes to finally getting this match between FTR and the Young Bucks. The one thing that I was not happy about leading up this match at Full Gear was the stipulation. The stupid stipulation of if the Young Bucks don't win, they are never going to challenge in the AEW World Tag Team titles ever again. Basically, what AEW did there is that, come watch this pay-per-view, come watch AEW All Elite. All Elite. Basically, they're AEW. Let me try this again. AEW is basically telling us on TV for the past 2 weeks before we got to AEW Full Gear. Basically, was telling you tune in to AEW Full Gear pay-per-view to see the Young Bucks win. That's basically the match they gave us, and I hated that. You made us look predictable. You made us look like that the Young Bucks, was gonna win, and they did. And I didn't want that. That's why I wanted to win. Now I knew in my heart that the Young Bucks was gonna win. I knew in my mind the Young Bucks was gonna win, but I didn't want to believe that the Young Bucks was gonna win. Because the stipulation that they decided to put that in. Who came up with that idea? Who came up with that stipulation? Who's a stupid idiot from AEW that came up with that stupid stipulation to begin with? If you want us to see this match between the Young Bucks and FTR, where it pertains to this rematch that we've been up for years between these two, why was the stipulation needed? I hated the stipulation. I hated that they did this. And now just FTR goes from here. Obviously, they will get a rematch. They obviously will get a rematch. But what's going to lead to what's be the end game? Leading into 2021. That's why I was upset. On Direction 2, by the way, I really walked away because of that. Now I still look around, still upset and all that, of all this, after trying to get clear thoughts and all that. At the end of the day, I still do the match. If this was my favorite match on the show, the best match on the show, those. If I didn't actually show it, folks, because again, if you see my live reaction, you know how I didn't show it. I didn't show any excitement. I didn't show me being invested. I was just focus on the match because that's damn stupid stipulation that they put in there. I was being the Swiss wrestling fan, just sitting there and watch how unfolds, and I was not satisfied with the stipulation. Now, good for Young Bucks, by the way, for winning the AEW tag team titles. I'm glad they're the tag team champions too. But could you have done this without the damn stipulation on the line? That's what upsets me. The stipulation is what ruined it for me. But to me, it was a great match. I thought it was the best match on the show. Will I watch it again? Yes, I would. I just hate the damn stupid stipulation they put in there. And now we can move on. Before we do, I gotta see any more of my notes here. Okay, let me see here. Nope, no minor notes here. Nope, no. Okay, let's get to Sammy Guevara versus Matt Hardy in the Elite Deletion match. Now, there was no time how long the match was. It's whatever. So let's talk about this. Sammy Guevara heads to Cameron, North Carolina, in a golf cart that says the Spanish God. Matt Hardy is on the phone, asks for some help if Sammy Guevara ends up on not coming alone. Sammy Guevara ends up driving to the compound of the Hardys compound, and he was spotted by Neo One, who was once called Vanguard One, thanks to Chris Jericho destroying it a while back. Neo One ends up being born. So Matt Hardy shows up in the muscle truck, says straight jacket. That's I'm assuming a picture of Matt Hardy in a straight jacket because Matt Hardy is crazy, and he destroys the cart. I thought Sammy Guevara was destroyed too, but no. In fact, Sammy Guevara was he got out of harm's way. He gets a garbage can and hits Matt Hardy with a garbage can, and then hits a big monster off the monster truck. The tire, I should say, because it was that's what happened for a 2 count, and Sammy Guevara hits Matt Hardy a few times with the trash can. They get into the woods, and I see myself. I hope they will bump into Slender Man. Just saying. Then we get to Matt Hardy's home, where there was already a wrestling ring. So it had the AEW Full Gear skirt on, the ring skirt. They start having the match with that, and Sammy Guevara, Matt Hardy, I should say, was going for the win. All of a sudden, we get the arrival of Ortiz and Santana coming out of nowhere, proud and powerful. And then all of a sudden, that was the cue for Private Party, Isaiah Cassidy and Mark Quinn to show up. There was drive. I think they were driving at one point, and also they started running, and it's ridiculous too. By the way. So also a huge brawl started breaking out with the Hardy Party, and Sammy Guevara, Ortiz, and Santana of the Inner Circle. Also, they started near the lake. Well, before they got to near the lake, I'll make 2 on one side. Also, we get some Roman candles coming out. Matt Hardy had a Roman candle to shoot at above, and the Private Party and Proud and Powerful in the deck. Sammy Guevara put out a Roman candle as well, at Matt Hardy, and Guevara was also getting shot by Matt with the Roman candles. And it was so funny that he was shooting at Sammy Guevara with Roman candles too. So finding the lake of reincarnation, by the way. And also we see the hurricane. Well, he's not called by hurricane, but he's got to be called by Hurricane House. But he's the hurricane. And also he's being held hostage by some guy in a black outfit. A black mask, whatever it was. He pulls it off, and it's Gangrel. Wow. Gangrel from the Attitude Era of WWF at the time, a leader of the Brood of Edge and Christian, and then into the new Brood of Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy. So yeah, Gangrel was there. I'm like, wow, I was not expecting that, So Sammy Guevara can't remember what happened here. Oh yeah, so Gangrel saying how he mentored Sammy and would choose him over and time over Matt Hardy in a way. Basically, that like Matt even cares, But anyways, the Private Party shows up to help out the Hurricane House, and Matt and Hurricane says, Matt, what took you so long? And then Matt Hardy says, sorry, a long-term storyline, a long-term story, I might just say, basically taking WWE, by the way. Sammy Guevara also he throws Hurricane Helms into the Lake of Reincarnation, and it leads yourself what's gonna happen from there. All right, this match was not a cinematic match, by the way. It was just it was like it was a live camera there. It was just filming something. I was thinking to myself, man, so this is not cinematic. It wasn't edited. It's live recording. So Sammy Guevara blocked the twist of fate that Matt Hardy tried to give him on the ground. He did. He counted pretty well. Also, we get the reporter Shane Helms. because that was also the character that he played from WWE as well. Back in when Shane Helms was in the ECW brand, where it was going to be Return of the Hurricane, but it's not. He was a backstage interviewer or reporter, I should say, and he comes out like a reporter. Basically, Hurricane, Shane Helms, Hurricane Helms, whatever you want to say, he he's basically a mix of Batman and Superman with him, basically what pertains to him being Batman and Superman, pertains to him the Hurricane, like the superhero. And then him being reporter, he's up the Clark Kent, which it's it's Superman. So Sammy Guevara, Shane House shows back up and asks Sammy Guevara Weston, but Sammy Guevara goes back into the reincarnation, and he comes back as being the Hurricane, Hurricane House once again. And again, we're getting more brawls going on Private Party, getting great, probably powerful. The Hurricane House shows up too as well. Sammy Guevara and Matt Hardy continues to fight. They got to the building, and Matt Hardy closed on the garage's door to prevent Gangrel and Proud Powerful to interfere. So it could just be between Sammy Guevara and Matt Hardy. About and it happened by Matt Hardy at first. He almost hit Sammy Guevara. He basically set up a booby trap, almost hitting Sammy Guevara with the dilapidated bolt. The dilapidated bolt. That's what I meant to say. The dilapidated bolt. I should say. That's what it was. So Gangrel and Powerful couldn't get after the garage door was closed. So Matt Hardy and Sammy Guevara are battling in the Doom of Deletion, which that's when they back in TNA it was called the Total Non-Stop Deletion and the Doom of Deletion. And that the garage, it's absolutely a garage. But they call it the Doom of Deletion. Matt Hardy does it. You can see a lot of things in there, like you see the lawnmower, a weird ass wheelchair I've seen before. I can't remember what else I saw there, but I saw some couple of weird things in there. Oh yeah, also there was a white piano there. So they're battling. At one point, Sammy Guevara had a ladder in the ring. It was separate in there, anyways, and there was also tables set up too, outside the ring, inside the ring, and you had Stu Churchill too. Basically TLC. Just saying. And Matt Hardy was wrapped around with the ring ropes by Sammy Guevara. And also Sammy Guevara using one of those I can't remember what it's called, the steel things that connect on the ropes to the turnbuckle, post and all that. I keep forgetting what it's called, but he missed on hit Matt Hardy with that as well. Yeah, that balanced, and by the way, Matt Hardy, I should say, Matt Hardy was just Matt Hardy, and he basically talking like broken. He was talking like Matt Hardy with that accent. But he was just regular Matt Hardy. It was no broken Matt Hardy, no attitude, no big money Matt, no cold blood Matt Hardy. Not even Hardy but Matt Hardy. It was just regular Matt Hardy. I guess you could say that the type of version Matt Hardy got is the Matt Hardy version tends to 2005, where he's Matt Hardy that will not die. So, it's either kill or be killed, and Matt Hardy will not die. He's stronger than that. Anyways, so Matt Hardy does a spot to Sammy Guevara at what happened to him at All Out. Except off of one of those forklifts, whatever it was at the time. I can't remember what it was now. The scalp thing. I can't remember what it was. The one that happened out loud when Matt Hardy got hurt. So Matt Hardy did the same thing on Sammy Guevara, except it was not off of that. It was off of a ring through 2 tables, and all of a sudden, Sammy Guevara bleeding from the back of the head. Not really. He was bleeding from the back of the head. Basically, it was I think he had like a blood castle that he used to make, because the same thing happened with Matt Hardy too. Back at All Out too by But it was safe though. It was a safe bump there. And then Matt Hardy gets a steel chair and chucks it to Sam Guevara. Not how Sam Guevara did to Matt Hardy back. Oh my God, wow, back two about basically the two things that Matt Hardy did to Sam Guevara were the same that Sam Guevara did to Matt Hardy, except Matt Hardy got hurt from that one. But this was this didn't this for Sam Guevara at all. It was basically Matt Hardy getting back. And finally, he goes for a single man concerto to Sam Guevara and gets the win. 1, 2, 3, and that was it. After the match, also private party, comes in, and Matt Hardy private party to get Sam Guevara, and they basically they they take out the trash of Sam Guevara, and then and when I saw that I was like, whoop, time to take out trash. By the way, watch my main series of me doing the whoop, time to take out the trash of all the things I did were to the YouTubers, and especially the one I did about Justin Bieber. So yeah, check that out, folks. Which pertains to my playlist of my taking out the trash series. So yeah, when I saw with Sam Guevara put in the trash, that's what reminded me of. I had to mention it. Like, whoop, time to take out the trash. Oh man, that was good. And then also Matt Hart. Oh yeah, I'll just going on too, but you see Senior Benjamin in the truck. I'm pretty sure it was that was that Sam Guevara was put in. Because he's in the trash can, and then Matt Hart puts it on in the back of the pickup truck, and then you see Senior Benjamin driving away because Matt Hart told him to. So yeah, Senior Benjamin shows up, and then Ray Hardy playing the piano, and then she comes out with Matt Hart, and it comes out there to celebrate with Matt Hart and private party as fireworks goes off, and I think Video One show up too, the former Vanguard one, and then that was it, and that was the elite deletion match, and that was great. I thought that was great. Everything they did here was great. I loved it. So Matt Hardy wins. We all knew it was going to. Yeah. Besides, these are Matt Hardy's matches too. By the way, he always wins these type of matches. Back when he fought against Jeff Hardy from TNA, the population, then rotates to the Delete Decay, then rotates to the Great War, and rotates to the Total Nonstop Deletion, and then rotates to WWE's Ultimate Deletion. He even won that one too. So yeah, Matt Hardy, and then get to the Elite Deletion. Obviously, Matt Hardy was, he never loses these type of matches. In fact, he is undefeated in these type of matches. So there you go. Lance Archer beat up some random guy. I don't know who it was. Some it looked like it was Marco Stunt, and if it was good, fuck Marco Stunt. Jay Roberts, says that AEW he needs people to feed Lance Archer. And Lance Archer said that he wants he wants a shot of the title, and I can't remember what else he said too, but other than him saying everybody dies, I can't remember what else he said, but yeah, they show up on AEW, and that was it. Not much to say about it, because Jake Carver was saying about how he wants someone to step up and Lance Archer, and there you go. Not much to say about that. Not much to say. MJF covered by a Warlow versus Chris Jericho. If MJF wins, he will be and Warlow, by the way. He'll be only Warlow as well, because anywhere MJF goes, Warlow goes along with him. But yeah, if MJF wins, he and Warlow will join the inner circle. The inner circle, meant to say. Before I get to part, folks, of the match. May mention this, but saying to Sammy Guevara. After Sammy Guevara was put in the trash can, it was funny this was done too. Once he was put in the trash can, about maybe 4 to 5, 6 hours later, Sam Guevara tweeted something on Twitter, I think he said something in the line of, "I know where I'm at." Something like that. I'm trying to remember how he. Well, I'm trying to remember how he said it. Maybe go on Twitter right now to see what how he said it. Just give me a moment. I got to find his name just to just to retweet. I thought it was funny that he's that 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 he did that. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Where's that? Okay, here we go. Now this was about maybe 5 or 6 hours later after the show was over. Made see after his match was over, Matt Hardy and the show being over too. It was about 5 or 6 hours later when he said I seen him put this. He says, "I have no idea where I'm at. Help." And he put, and what is a help? He put in capital letters and put two exclamation marks. And then I thought it was funny that he wrote that. It was hilarious. Anyways, so back to the match. Of Chris Jericho versus MJF. Again, if MJF wins, he and Wardlow will be part of the Inner Circle. Match lasted 6 minutes and 10 seconds. It lasted 6 minutes and 10 seconds. It lasted. This match was decent, but what was the story about this match is that these two guys were cheating living hell out of each other, doing a thumb to the eye, doing a pokey eye at one point. I don't know what else they were doing as cheating that too as well. I'll get to the part where represent the weapons. But Wardlow wasn't out that much. He was out to once we got to the tail end of the match, which I'm gonna get to when we get to it. Because Jake is going out there too, which I'll get to when I get to it as well. So these two are doing a lot of cheating actors to each other. They basically try to cheat each other here, which I thought was funny that they were doing this. So in the end, so Wardlow comes out. Okay, at this point, RB Edwards checking on Chris Jericho. Wardlow comes out and give MJF the diamond ring, and Wardlow distracts RB Edwards, but MJF can hit Jericho with the ring. Jericho ducks it though, and he heals MJF. I'm trying to remember how he healed him, maybe with an insert kick, whatever, like that. And then we see a baseball bat, Floyd the baseball bat, by Jake Hager to Chris Jericho, and Jericho's getting ready to hit MJF, and MJF's like, and then he goes like Eddie Guerrero, and then RB sees this, and all of a sudden, Jericho's trying to say, "No, I didn't hit him," and then all of a sudden MJF rolls up Jericho. Now I don't know if this was the finish of the match. I don't know if they continue for like about maybe a minute or two after that, but once Jericho was rolled up by MJF, and MJF was pulling the tights by the way, and MJF gets the 3 count and a win, and like what? I couldn't believe it. So MJF wins, which means that he and Wardlow are now part of the Inner Circle. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting something differently. And the fact that we got MJF winning here, and now he's part of the Inner Circle along with Wardlow, what are they doing this one? And I got a theory where we might go with this. Basically, to a point where Scott probably tried to manipulate the rest of the Inner Circle to turn on Chris Jericho so that he could be the leader of the Inner Circle. Chris Jericho can move on away from on the Inner Circle, to either to continue wrestling as a singles wrestler, or maybe this could be the end of Chris Jericho's career as a wrestler. And then do a full time job of being a commentator. I don't know. I don't know where they're going with this, but we have to wait and see how they build it up. Now I'm pretty sure it's going to lead to I believe the turn will happen with Jericho being kicked out of the Inner Circle. I think it's going to lead to a revolution for obviously for next year, 2021. But we'll see. I'll get to that part later too, by the way, just a revolution. But anyways, yeah. Because Chris Jericho, yeah, he's like whatever, walk in the Inner Circle, and that was it. Jake Hager was not happy. He looked happy. But it is what it is. and the rest of the circles are probably not gonna be happy either, especially Sam Guevara, especially Ortiz. Santana, he's in the middle of it, but we'll see. We'll see how it all plays out at Dynamite. So yeah, but MJF and Warlow part of the Inner Circle are now stronger than ever. Until they decide to kick Chris Jericho out. Because MJF is part of it. He could do whatever he can to try to manipulate the rest of the Inner Circle members. We'll see. Now, before we get to the main event, I mentioned this. AEW Revolution 2021 has been announced. It's going to be on February. Let me check the date again. I gotta make sure the date. Okay, February 27th, 2021, on Saturday, is when AEW does another pay-per-view for and it's gonna be AEW Revolution. So yes, I think that's great that they have it only 4 pay-per-views a year. One is Revolution, Double or Nothing, All Out, Full. That's all they needed. Now you may say Fighter Fest and Fight for the Fallen, even to Battle of the Beach on that they did, where it takes Chris Jericho's cruise, and also for those Dynamite shows as well. But those are not pay-per-views. Those are special events that happen on Dynamite. Now last year it was different because there was no Dynamite last year. Now, represents the Fire Fest and Fight for the Fallen, I'm pretty sure those shows were going to be on TNT. But unfortunately they didn't get the TV deal last year. Until last year of October, because it was around the summertime that happened. When they started the Fire Fest and Fight for the Fallen. So those would have been special events for Dynamite shows that we got this year. And because of this whole pandemic happening, we don't know that for sure, because we don't know how it's going to turn out. If it was going to be one of those special event shows that it was going to do on Dynamite. And on top of that, Fire Fest was supposed to be at in the UK. It was going to go international. Unfortunately, because of the pandemic, they couldn't travel. They couldn't do that. Well, hopefully 2021 will be different. We'll see what happens when 2021 comes up, because we need to get the fuck out of 2020. Anyways, but yeah, that's the announcement for AEW Revolution 2020 on February 27th on a Saturday night, and I cannot wait, folks. They got a lot of things to build up for to get to that point. And who knows, we might see some new faces in AEW. Speaking of which, folks, let me say this right now. I should have said this from the beginning too. No Sting. I was not expecting Sting to be there, because if you see the preview, if you saw my live reactions, I was not expecting Sting whatsoever. Sting or without Sting, I'll still go watch the review no matter what. And with or without Sting, still thought I got my money's worth of the show. And the thing is, we're not even done with the show yet, because we got one more match to go through. But with or without Sting, doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, we got what we want. I'm not trying to say with Sting not being there, it was gonna be a terrible show. Because AEW doesn't do that. AEW doesn't give you terrible shows. I have not come to one episode of Dynamite or Dark to a certain degree. As long as Shawn Marco's stunt. Or in previews or any special events where I came across saying, "Oh yeah, this show was garbage." I never said that. I never said any of that. Because I thought they all were home runs. Unfortunately, with All Out 2020 happened, with the Matt Hardy thing, it was a different type of vibe after that. So yeah, I do agree with some people on that we could show because of how it transpired. and not just because we have Matt Hardy, because some fans were not happy how of the weather that was happening in there. There's nothing that they couldn't do from there. But maybe after everything happened at all, they learned their lessons and learned from their mistakes, and they fix all those those problems. They really have. You know, they done the right things. Moving forward after that whole debacle. But yeah. Anyways, just Sting himself. I would love to see Sting in AEW. Wow, shout it down, man. I would love to see Sting in AEW. I was not expecting him to show up at Full Gear. And why of all places he would show up at Full Gear? No, Full Gear. To me, it's not much of a something pay per view. To me, it's not more than nothing pay per view. Now Double Nothing, All Out, even Revolution is a big deal to me. Full Gear, I'm in the middle of it, especially when they did last year. Last year was great too. Was too, by the way. Besides, fans were complaining about the match about Moxley and Omega. Then all of a sudden they're complaining about how that match was because basically was saying that it was the last match, by the way, and they felt uncomfortable and everything, and like, well, yeah, they decided to watch it. And another thing, yeah, I knew coming into the match and stuff that what match was going to get. It's called Unsanctioned for a reason. It's called Lights Out for a reason, because whatever happens, if you feel that this match is for you, then don't watch it, because they watched and then they complain about it because the match was, even though they were told before coming to this match that they were told what this match was going to be about. Now, not some people that didn't like it, they were not saying, those two fans know that. No, some people just didn't, they think that that's anything special, or there was not of the match because they were doing stupid things in there, not because of it was too violent. Whatever. I wasted too much time. Let's get to the main. But yeah, Sting. If he comes back to wrestling, I don't think he should wrestle that way. But if he can go, but it's whatever. If Sting does come to AEW, that's great. But I didn't think he was going to show up at Full Gear. And on top of that, we didn't get a return of Pac, which I thought it was going to happen. But maybe it'll happen, sometime later, maybe 2021. If he comes, this coming Wednesday, that'd be great too. But let's get to the main event. Jon Moxley defends his AEW World Championship title in an I Quit match against Eddie Kingston. Match lasted 7 minutes and 35 seconds. And I saw Eddie Kingston wearing green and silver. And I was thinking to myself, at first, I'm like, oh, he's wearing something different here. And I like it. Like the outfit. And I was thinking to myself, but I was thinking to myself too, but why that color though? And then that's when Excalibur, he said that Atkinson was paying homage, tribute to the late. Oh, sorry, hold on. Give me a moment. I'm sorry, folks. Okay. Sorry about that, folks. Okay. All better now. Sorry about that. I dropped my mic. My fault, folks. Just give me 1 moment before I move on. I'm sorry about this. Okay, let me see. Okay. Just checking something here. Anyway, so yeah, the colors itself, like Kingston, green and silver. Now, the silver, I know it was silver too, by the way. I know that it was silver, obviously, I'm not colorblind. I could tell what silver looks. That's basically what it was. It was silver. Now, when Excalibur mentioned the name of why Kingston is wearing the exact colors of green and silver, I said, "Wait a minute, green and silver, and green and white," because the guy that Excalibur mentioned on commentary was Miss Aurora, you know, uh, a Japanese wrestler from All Japan Pro Wrestling who was once called Tiger Mask, and he started promotion of Pro Wrestling Noah. So it was Mr. Sorhara Misora that Aiken's paying homage to, paying tribute to. That's basically what it was. Excuse me, folks. I may go do something right now. I apologize. Just came from I'll right back. I'll only mute myself. All right, I'm back, folks. I'm sorry about that. I had to take care of something here. But anyway, as I was saying, Atkinson was basically paying homage to the late great Miss Sororo. I kind of said, I don't think I said it right. Miss Haru Masura. There we go. But yeah, when he mentioned on commentary, I'm like, oh, that's what he did. Like, okay, and after that, I was okay. I was okay. I was okay with that after that. Hmm. Good. But yeah, so let me get to the match between John Moxley and Kingston. Again, I quit match. Now, I wasn't expecting too much of everything that they did in this match. I was not expecting, too much violence, but I think it was violence enough where this match ends up being pretty good. Where they use a ball wire baseball bat, they use thumbtacks, they use steel chairs. They had a bottle of rubbing alcohol, and at one point they took a string of ball wire off the baseball bat, wrapping around their hands. It came to a son that it hurts, and then but he still used it. John Moxley at one point did it on A Kingston too. The baseball bat was to the A Kingston. A Kingston does it back to John Moxley. A Kingston introduces the thumbtacks. Steel chairs was used for to put together for Moxley to go through it, but instead it was A Kingston goes through it, except he went through only one chair. And they were basically putting the living hell outside the ring into the sections. I was expecting them to go all out, or expecting them to go full gear of this I could match more to other weapons they couldn't use too. Hell, I would have been satisfied if they would use them in tables, something like that, and then pertains to the text being. I thought it would be used for A to go through it. So it was good background on him, but instead it was Moxley going on the text instead, and then Kingston gets the rubbing alcohol and pours it to Moxley and starts burning the back of the skin. You see, so the open wounds and all that, right? And it basically leads to a point where one of these guys say, "I quit." I mean, like seriously, what's it going to take for one of these guys to say, "I quit"? It could be something else in this match where it tends to to force them to say, "I quit." Based on how I seen it, there was not much that they didn't use where they could have forced their opponents to say, "I quit." So it's like, what's it going to take for one of these two to say, "I quit"? I was expecting them to use chainsaws, knives, guns. I'm just kidding. Now I'm being too fine with that. something like that, So, and you have Brian Remsburg. Brian Remsburg, who's free of the match. Which he was the right call to be the referee of this match too, because Bryce Remsburg. I said Brian Remsburg, I think. Bryce Remsburg is his name. The referee who known Eddie Kingston for a long time, who's refereeing this match. It was the right call to have him as a referee too. And I started going to him now. I hate this, by the way, this referee, because what happened last year with the Pac, with the whole Red Arrow, Black Arrow, I meant to say, the Black Arrow, which is the corkscrew star press that he does, Pac does. He does an amazing job of that, because he's the man that gravity. He's the man that gravity forgot. But not called that anymore. He's called now the Bastard. But anyway, but I start growing from now. This referee, especially when Kingston, put him over, and at one point, he put him over. Pertains to him being free, he put him over. Pertains, knowing him for a long time, basically put over the character of Bryce Remsburg, and also pertains to to the histories. So I started growing to him after that, even before, because before I was growing to him a little more, and then when I listened to this promo about him, that's when I started growing to him more, and I'm glad he was part of this match, to be refereeing this match. So you got John Moxley hands on the barbed wire wrapped around his arm, and goes for the bulldog lock onto Eddie Kingston, but the wire wrapped around from here. Moxley was bleeding from the head, I should say. And Kingston was bleeding from the mouth somewhere. Moxley basically gave him the bulldog lock with the barbed wire wrapped around his arm. Eddie Kingston he won't quit, and but Moxley's put more pressure into it. Brian Remsburg, Bryce Remsburg, not Brian Remsburg, Bryce Remsburg. He's Moxley's kept pulling, he's and then Bryce Remsburg is like, come on, just quit, man. This is it's going too far, man. Because these two got known each other for a long time. So Aikens does not want to say Moxley is keep on pulling him, and then finally Aikens says, I quit, and then Bryce Remsburg finally hit the bell, and that was it. Moxley, let's go, and that was it. Moxley trying to help Kingston, but Kingston didn't want to help. He pushed him all of him, walks away, and that was it. Well, wait. All of a sudden, the cleaner, Kenny Omega, comes out to confront John Moxley. That's right. Now it's time to build that match between these two. When it's going to happen, I'm assuming it's going to happen at AEW Revolution, because you got other things to do that's going to be happening before we get to our Revolution. Brian Cage, because since the Taz police argument about how Brian Cage should rank number 1 because he's been winning matches. So why he's more contender? So Brian Cage, we might see that match again between John Moxley and Brian Cage after that whole failed match that they did, based on the finish. Hopefully they'll repay that one, later on. Then you got Lance Archer, who said, doesn't matter if it's Eddie Kingston or John Moxley. He wants another shot at the AEW World Title. And before that, obviously, Lance Archer, he gets now he wants to be part of that program to be to get a title shot for the AEW title. He also got a program to do with Eddie Kingston and his family. It pertains to the Butcher, the Blade, the Bunny, and the Lucha Bros. Meanwhile, you need to return a Pac to be involved in it as well. So I guess Brian Cage is going to be on the line. That's what I'm thinking. And then after that, Lance Archer can get John Moxley before we get to Revolution, and that's what we're finally going to do. Kenny Omega, John Moxley, the rematch from Full Gear. Except it will not be an on-site match. It will not be a no rules match. It will not be a quit match. It's going to be the AEW World Championship match, a 1-on-1 match to see who the best wrestlers in the world is for the richest prize in AEW, to see who is the best in the world in AEW, of being the AEW World Champion. And there you go, folks. That was it. For this show. Now this is the part where I go to my highlights of the nights for AEW. Since these type of events, and Full Gear is gonna be one of them. So let's see. Here it is. Now I didn't write down the list, but I could think about what were my highlights of it, and I'll get to it. I will get to it. Give me one moment. Okay. All right, folks, get to it. We're gonna get to now to this portion of this review, and it's gonna be about my favorite highlights of AEW Full Gear 2020. Just give me one moment. All right, here we go. Swerve for the night. Swerve for the night. Oh yeah, Swerve for the night is MJF picking up a win over Chris Jericho. Because again, I was not expecting Chris. I wasn't expecting Jeff to win here. I was expecting Chris Jericho to win here. So the fact that they did that, which is why I'm going for a Swerve for the night. Moment of the night. I mean, not yet. Shock of the night, I should say. Shock of the night. Let's see. What could be the shock of the night? Well, if the rumors were true that Sting was going to be there, that would have been a shock of the night. But that wasn't the case at all. So, what's the shock of the night here? Shock of the night. I can't think of it. Other than Gangrel, that's shock of the night, because I was not expecting Gangrel to be there, so I could add that as shock of the night. So there you go. Moment of the night: Darby Allin becoming the AEW TNT champion. Promo of the night goes to Dustin Rhodes, because his promo where it tends to build up, basically, it tends to watching the pay-per-view, watching his promo, for us to tune in at AEW Dynamite to watch the bunkhouse match between the Natural Nightmares versus the Butcher and the Blade. Because Dustin Rhodes, the way he was talking in that promo, he's one of the best in the promos too, by the way, folks. Which is why Dustin Rhodes was telling everyone that was watching AEW Full Gear to tune this Wednesday at Dynamite, because this blood feud of Natural Nightmares against Butcher and the Blade is going to culminate at the the bunkhouse, I have to say. So yeah, that's promo night for Full Gear. Video promo of the night: Jon Moxley versus Eddie Kingston for the AEW World Championship title match. Entrance of the night. Now it's a toss-up between Darby Allin and I think about King Omega. I think I was thinking about King Omega. Basically, it was a toss-up between Darby Allin and King Omega, because King Omega was an entrance too. So I guess I'll go with Darby Allin, just based on how that was. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Darby Allin for entrance of the night. Sorry, folks. Sorry. back to this. So yeah, entrance of the night goes to Darby Allin, with him arriving in his custom car with his his skateboard on top of it, because the driver was driving for Darby Allin. Performance of the night. Performance of the night. Cash Wheeler. He impressed me a lot on the show. So he gets the performance of the night. Move of the night. Move of the night. Move of the night. Let's see. This is really hard for me to think about it too. Now, because this wasn't the finish of the match, I'm gonna go with TR's DIY finishing tag team move. So that'll be my move of the night. Finish of the night. Let's see, finish of the night. Could be the finish of the night. One Wing Angel will be my finish of the night. That what else could have been the finish of the night on that show? It wasn't the Avalanche Crows. It wasn't the coffin drop. I guess you could say the beach breaker, but yeah, the One Wing Angel is basically matching the move in the night, finish of the night, I should say. All right, brutal match of the night. The Aqua match, that was brutal. There was no fight forever chance in the crowd, so so basically there was none. There was fight forever of the night. I mean, no forever of the night. Show stealer of the night. I'm gonna go with FTR versus Young Bucks for the AEW World Championships. And match of the night, I'm gonna go with. Let's see. Now the total between the AEW TNT Championship title and the AEW World Championship Eliminator Tournament Finals. I'm gonna go with Man Page versus Kenny Omega. That was match of the night. And there you go. And my overall story for the show for AEW Full Gear 2020 show from February. February. I'm thinking about Revolution. The show from November 7th. I'm gonna go with an 8 out of 10. And there you go. And a good show. One of AEW's best shows, best pay-per-view shows all year. And I was satisfied. With or without seeing, I was satisfied with the show. And with that being said, I am done. I already got too long with this one, so thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this AEW Full Gear 2020 review for this All Elite Wrestling review. If this is the first time you're experiencing yours truly, Born Driller, right here on YouTube, again, please hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and hit that notification bell for more future contents coming along the way. If you enjoyed this review, give it a like. If you did enjoy this review, give this like. Either way, thank you for spending your time day and night by joining me, watching me, and viewing me right here on YouTube. As once again, I give you the absolute best content I can give you as a Born Driller. So, you all stay well, stay safe, take care of yourself, everything that's going on in the world, wear your mask, love one another, God bless one another, live in harmony for us all. I'm out here, talking for now, for it's the natural born thriller, saying peace on the streets. So, y'all take care.